Welcome to Date Audio.
Release your wolf.
Well, hello there. It's been so long since I last saw you. I know, darling. The days just seem to take so long to come to a close. Maybe you should just join me in my ridiculous adventures so we don't have to pretend the way we do every day. Are you alright? No, you didn't hurt me in our fight earlier. I'm sure. Just a few scratches. I've already taken care of them. Yes, I cleaned them and bandaged them as soon as I got home. Don't worry. If it hurts too much, we'll take care of it. Are you alright? You had quite the nasty run-in with that wall, and didn't answer me earlier when I asked. Wait, what happened after I left? They did what? I swear, they'll never hear the end of harming the one I truly love. Darling, it isn't about that. If they're willing to harm the one that they look up to for protection, then they must truly be an especially vile breed. No, look at you. You're injured, and if it were any worse, you wouldn't be able to protect anyone. You have to learn where to draw the line between what is okay and what isn't. I don't know how you can just take all this from them and then still save them at the end of the day. Well then, choose your path. Just because we have a certain dynamic right now doesn't mean it can't change. Please, sit down. You look like you're in an ungodly amount of pain. I can't bear it any longer. We really need to get away from all of this, at least for a bit. You have to heal before we continue our act any longer. I can't keep harming you and just standing by and watching them only add to your pain. You must make them see how badly it's harming you. They can't just keep using you this way. Oh, it angers me so much to see this. Come. Let me clean your wounds, and then I shall carry you to bed. Your leg has a nasty cut on it, and I don't want you to walk on it after I stitch you up. You would risk tearing the stitches, and I don't want that. It hurts my heart to see you this way, my love. Just because I'm a vigilante and you're a hero doesn't mean one of us has to continue in existence while the other doesn't. The day one of us stops what we're doing is the day our current story ends. Darling, eventually our story will end. The question is, will we start a new one together or not? You'd really be willing trying to join me? Well, this is a welcome surprise. But remember, it's nothing like what you've been trying so far. I'm aware that you have a hero complex, and that's why you can't help but swoop in and save the day. But you have to understand why I do the things that I do. Well, for one, I don't usually save people because of the responsibility that is immediately inflicted on that person that does it. I don't have time to be turned into a trumped up hero that serves snooty officials. I destroy things of significance to those who abuse their power. I don't just choose things at random. I mean, for one, I really try not to destroy something that is important to innocent people. But if I have to, then I will. I hate to do it, but those who are in power and that abuse it you just can't let them do whatever they feel like they can do. I don't want to destroy it because I understand the significance behind it to people. You do remember that old clock, right? The one in the town center. Yes, that one. I've avoided it many times, not only because of how beautiful the thing is, but also because I know that it was built by your ancestors. It's a symbol to the town. Even though time passes, beauty still stands to face another day with bravery and wisdom. The reason I destroy things, though it hurts, is to push the leaders to realize that nothing is out of touch with me. If they think that something significant will be destroyed, maybe, just maybe, they'll realize they aren't invincible either. The more the city's officials think it's all right to push unorthodox and immoral values on the citizens, the more I'll go after them. I hate what they're doing. For instance, last week, the city officials had a man arrested because he wouldn't decorate his lawn a certain way. His lawn. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the woman that was trying to fight for her grandchildren to be properly taken care of, the outlandish fine they gave her, utterly ridiculous. And have you noticed that the city funds have been disappearing slowly? Yes, they have. In fact, if you notice, they've been disappearing right after council meetings, and they reappear in the councilman's accounts. No, I can't stand corrupt officials. You remember that they're the reason I'm an orphan. No, darling. They refused to do anything about safety hazards in workplaces. Caused all sorts of issues with companies being able to pay their employees properly. And the plant my parents worked in, it exploded. All because they were more concerned with lining their filthy pockets than taking care of citizens in their designated governing space. The only reason that I felt that we could actually make this work is that you understand where I'm coming from. Just because I'm a vigilante and you're a hero doesn't mean things can't work between us. People think it can't work because of the dynamic between us. However, there's more to our dynamic than just fighting back and forth. For instance, if we didn't have a good dynamic, then I wouldn't know that on your days off, even though you really want to have a nice day off, ended up getting called in to fight me, which, darling, you really should learn to say no. Just because no one else wants to actually put in the effort to try and learn why I do the things that I do, that doesn't mean that you have to make up for it and push for me to become a quote-unquote hero. You really need to learn that I do the things the way I do because I want to take care of those that are usually ignored. Unfortunately, I am a bit selfless in that aspect. No, I work with you because I love you, and I feel that because we get along in that matter, that we do, and we deserve to love who we want to love. During the day, you and I manage to keep our personal lives separate so no one actually knows that we're together. But we come home at the end of the day after all the fighting and all the problems that we have to work. We come home, we sit down, we eat dinner, and we enjoy each other's company. Because at the end of the day, even heroes and vigilantes deserve love. Most people don't think that we do. And, well, I feel like that's wrong. Apparently, we're just supposed to go through each and every day ignoring how we feel about each other. Someday, one of us will actually defeat the other, and that's when the story will end. But no one takes into consideration that our story can change, even in the middle. Oh, my dearest love, we always have the choice. We have the choice from the very beginning. Really, The biggest thing that stood in our way this entire time was us. No one really understands that we are truly our biggest and worst enemy. The day that we stop trying is the day that our story ends. So I ask you now, are you ready to change the middle of our story so we get a different ending? Or are you afraid of all the stereotypes that push us away from each other? These are the questions that we have to ask ourselves at the end of the day. Well then, I suppose it's time to start taking action. Tomorrow, we announce that we are no longer to fight each other, but we fight the true enemy. They deserve it. They need to learn how to actually probably care for the people they're supposed to care for. Instead, they allow greed to corrupt them and destroy their cities. That's why I can't destroy something like the tower, not without dealing with the guilt of knowing that people think that I don't care about their daily reminders to be themselves. And on top of that, I have the daily hope that perhaps one day, they'll realize that their government is pushing on them, and they will stand up to them. All right, your wounds are cleaned and bandaged. Come now, my dear. Let me carry you to bed. You look like you're in need of much rest. Lay your head on my shoulder as I carry you, and then we can lay together and rest. Come on. Close your eyes, my darling. It's time for the day to come to an end. Good night.